Hey guys, this is Gaijin Hunter, and I've got a special video today. I'm just going to be talking, so I'm just going to roll some random footage, some trailers from the games, stuff like that. So just go ahead and put this in the background. It's just going to be me talking about stuff that went on this year, what I'm doing now, and also announcing and let you guys know that I'm going to be taking a break from YouTube for a few months at least. I'll probably be back around maybe February, March. Not sure, but you know, it's kind of a quiet point for Monster Hunter, so it's a good opportunity for me to take off. Try to get my work-life balance back. It's not YouTube that's been burning me out, but I do have a full-time job and I'm a single parent, so I've been a pretty busy person. I've been unhealthy. I want to lose some weight and get healthier, so hopefully I can get that done in my time away and then come back energized and ready to go once we have some new things going on for the franchise. Anyways, I thought I'd start the video off with myself because I never do. I thought it'd be fun and just different. I'm nervous as heck being on camera and talking to you guys, but it is what it is. Anyways, cut to B-roll. We're just going to sit here and start talking. So the first thing I want to talk about is why I'm taking a break. It's not because people are harassing me like, hey, when's your next video, or where did you go? Because I've essentially been away from YouTube for the last month or two. I've just been too busy and I have not been able to make a video. It's not anybody bugging me, it's more me and pressure that I put on myself, because I really love what I do on YouTube. I love the videos, I love talking about stuff, researching stuff. And I feel frustrated if the norm is me putting out at least a video a week and I'm not. I feel stressed that I'm not being able to accomplish the tasks that I want to. So I'm going to flip it for a few months and say, look, the norm is that I'm not making a video. If there is like a big news update or something, sure, I'll jump on and make a video and share some thoughts and delve into it deeper with you guys. But that'll be considered the irregular thing. So it takes the stress off of me so I can focus on the things that I want to focus on now, because I've been incredibly busy, both with my job and raising my daughter, and it's just been a lot, so I haven't been able to find a good work-life balance, and I think that just takes time to step back, take a breath, make sure that I'm squared away, right? And then I want to sort of start to work on a lifestyle change where I can eat healthier, exercise more, sleep more regularly, and try to get my life back on track, so to say, in the health regard. So I'm hoping by taking a few months off that I can do that, and when I come back I'll have more energy than I've ever had, and we are going to be excited, pumped, and we'll talk about whatever is new for the franchise. In the meantime, and I'm going to give a shout out here to my buddy Alex. Alex Gaming has been covering Monster Hunter Online as well as a slew of other awesome YouTubers. So check out their channels for all the new updates and stuff like that, because it doesn't seem like Capcom is slowing down. They're still adding new stuff. We obviously still have Arc-Tempered Nergigante, who is yet to come. The Arc-Tempered Xeno'jiiva is apparently fantastic, so definitely go and check that out. So there's a lot of good things happening still in Monster Hunter, just not big new releases or games that I'm currently playing. Now, I know some of you are wondering why I never got around to finishing my tutorials for Monster Hunter World, and the reason for that is I sort of gotten my fill of the game. I played it 3 times. I played it on the PS4 Pro, played it on the Xbox One X, played it on the PC, and it just came a point where I felt as if I had seen everything I wanted to see and did everything that I wanted to do. Plus, I didn't want to just do everything 100%. I want to save a little because I know that this is just the foundation of what the game is going to become. For those of you who are new to the series, there's usually the initial release, which is usually a little bit more bare bones, more like laying the foundation, and then they build on that and they make an ultimate edition, which has, you know, tons of stuff. So for me, the fact that I didn't really touch the gunner weapons is great, because that means that in the next installment, which I expect to be absolutely mind-blowing, I'll have all that to look forward to. I also realized that, you know, I did a lot of work on Monster Hunter World when it first came out and leading up to it, and I hit a point where I was just too busy trying to juggle both my full-time job and parenting on top of everything else, so I couldn't do everything. So I focused on the weapons that I really love. I felt that I was good at them and I was able to teach about them, like the lance and the hunting horn and stuff like that. And I had a really good time making those tutorial videos, and eventually kind of moved away, because I do think that it's important that, and this doesn't apply to everybody, that there comes a point where if you overindulge in something, you could start to kill the fun. I don't know if that sounds right, but like, you know, you don't want a party to extend beyond its welcome. So when you feel that you're done with a game, don't feel the need to just drill yourself into the ground playing it more. Leave it on a high note. Be happy, because the more you keep trying to get something out of it that it's not prepared to give you, then you start to get a little disappointed. And I think, and this trails into my next subject I want to talk about, is there's a lot of people that seem unhappy about the state of Monster Hunter World. saying, you know, like this was as a game as service, they should have been adding new areas, new monsters, and it's lacking content, and there's a drought and stuff like that. And I think that would be a fair point to make if it was a game as a service, but this is not your typical type of game like that. They're not selling a season pass, they're not selling DLC. They literally are just releasing a full game which they're proud of and happy with, that has what they feel is, you know, its price tag's worth of content. And then on top of that, they're throwing some more extra DLC just to keep everybody invigorated and happy. So from that standpoint, I think they did a fantastic job. Monster Hunter never adds new monsters into their DLC quest updates. It's just they release the core game and then you have some quests with some special armor. But they had Devil Joe, they had Call of Tarath, which was awesome. They had the Behemoth, they had Lunastra. So, you know, they're adding in new monsters. It may not be as much as people want it to be, but that's just not how they've ever done the series. So I think if you look at the context of how they've done releases in the past, I think they actually went above and beyond this time. And whether you agree that you got your $60 worth or whatever you paid for the game is up to you, because everyone's value is different. But for me, if I played a game over 60, 70 hours and I had a lot of fun, it was worth the price tag. Look at games like God of War. Like, how are you going to complain about the DLC for that? No, because there is none. They sold the game, it was fantastic, and that's that. So anything they're doing to make the party go longer, I'm a fan of. So if you are looking for another fill of Monster Hunter, there's Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate on the Switch, which I'm not playing anymore. I'm taking a break because I kind of binged that one as well. That's a fantastic game, and I think there's tons of cool content. I'm a little disappointed in Capcom for not releasing all the DLC quests right away, because like there's some feline skills for the Palicos and stuff like that which are still not out yet, and it just kind of like seems weird because, you know, we waited this long for the game, just give us all the DLC. You know, like trickling it down and making us wait, especially going into the holiday season when there's other games we want to play, just seems like a bad advised move. So hopefully they'll realize that and they'll just release all this stuff, because that game has a ton of DLC. Not like new monsters and stuff, but a lot of cool armor and skills and stuff to make. But if they don't release it soon, I think you're just going to get ramped up in what you're currently playing. It's going to be hard to come back. Speaking about games that I'm currently playing, in case you're interested and you don't follow me on Twitter, which I don't blame you because I tweet a lot, but you can find me at @AEvanko if you want to follow me. I use Twitter almost like Discord. It's like my chat room. It's a place for me to interact and talk to people, speak out loud. So yeah, I tweet a lot, but I've been really into Pokemon, specifically Pokemon Go. When it first came out in 2016, I played it for 2 months and then I dropped off. I had a lot of fun and I got to like level 22 or something like that. But I recently picked it up again, and wow, they really did a lot of stuff to that game, and it's really fun. I understand that it's not that fun if you live out in the countryside or a suburb in which there's not a lot of stops, but I'm downtown Tokyo now, so our town, I could just go walking and I've got like 50 Pokestops all around me. So yeah, it's really good to play if you live downtown Tokyo. So yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with that. Yuna got into it as well, so I bought her a new iPad that has a cellular, so she can use my data plan so we can go out. We're doing walking. I think I'm getting somewhere between 70 to 80 kilometers a week on my weekly summary on that game. So yeah, it's been good for health. It's been good getting out. It's been a good bonding experience, which as a parent, when you can share something with your child, that is the greatest thing in the world. So the fact that it's games, it makes me really happy. Another thing is me and her have been playing Fantasy Life Online. Fantasy Life was one of my favorite 3DS games of all time. It's by Level 5, it's an RPG, and in Japan they released the, I guess it's like a sequel, it's not the same game, but Fantasy Life Online for mobile, and it's just absolutely a blast. But they only released it a few months ago. They had some problems with the development team. I think the director left and he took some programmers with him. Not sure the story behind all that, but they're a little bit behind, so I don't expect them to announce this for the West anytime soon. But hopefully it does come, because it's a really, really well-made game. It's free to play, but it's not a cash grab. They don't push you to the gacha much, and we just play that thing for hours on end. It's a great action RPG that's just charming as all get out. I guess to conclude this section talking about what I'm playing, I guess the thing that I'm not playing, and I really should be, is both God of War, which I haven't picked up after 2 play sessions, and Red Dead Redemption 2, which I bought, and I haven't played it after 1 play session. I have this problem where I buy a game because it's really popular, it's, you know, there's something innovative about it, and I want to experience it. So I watch a lot of videos, I buy the game, I play it once, and then I find that I never go back to it. Eventually I probably will in like a year or so, and I'll love it and I'll be like, oh my gosh, why didn't I play this? I don't know whether it's the oversaturation of it on social media and I feel like I'm kind of full and I don't want it, or if it's just the fact that these games are generally really big. Like Red Dead Redemption 2 is a massive game, so I just feel that, you know, was it like the mental, emotional commitment that you have when you sit down to play that game, because it's not fast, it's a slow-paced game. I don't know, as a parent, as someone who's 37 years old, I just don't have the patience, I guess, to sit down and commit to several hours. Now I do realize I sound like a hypocrite because I'll sit down and play Monster Hunter for 10 hours straight, so it's a mental thing, right? If you know that you have to sit down for an extended period of time in order to get something out of your play session versus a game that you can just play for 10 minutes if you want to, but you don't have to play anymore, there's a big difference. So I don't know, I find that it's hard for me to go back to those games, but I certainly will because they're very well made and I'm sure they're going to be awesome experiences. You know, I feel like I'm kind of rambling a little bit, which maybe that's fine. Let me know down in the comments if that's fine, but I just wanted to make this video where I'm just talking to you guys, let you guys know what I've been up to, why I haven't been making videos for a little bit, and why I'm not going to be making videos for a few more months. But it's going to be the holiday season, so there's lots of time that I want to spend with my daughter. Obviously, I'm a single parent. I've been one for a little over a year now. So obviously the amount of support you guys have given me through YouTube, both through watching my videos and just keeping everything really positive, has really meant a lot because it's been an amazing year for me, but also very challenging. You know, going from a situation where you are married and now you're no longer married, and then you are a single parent that has to both bring home the bread and of course be a parent, a friend, and a mentor for your daughter is quite a lot of things to do. But I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. I absolutely love my daughter. It is the greatest thing in the world to be able to wake up each day and say, I get another day here. And that's actually kind of another reason why I'm taking the break, because I realize that Monster Hunter is now a little slow and my health has been slowly getting worse. It started out with drinking, where I think I was just really stressed out and the buzz from some drinks sort of took off the edge. I was never drinking to get drunk, but when you drink a lot regularly, like you drink like 2 drinks every single night, although you're not getting drunk or being irresponsible like in your behavior, it does take a toll on your liver. So I found out through my annual checkup that my liver was not doing so well. It had some abnormal values, so I managed to cut alcohol from like every day to just once a week, and I'm gonna now cut that to once every 2 weeks. And then I went back for a follow-up test 2 months later, and I found out that those values had gone way down, almost into normal range. So this is a great thing. I feel great. I sleep better. I do miss the flavor of the drinks because I drink for the flavor and I really enjoy it, but I want to live long, so I'm going to watch that, try to get my liver back into shape. But I've also been quite overweight, I think, because I've been juggling things. You know, you find easier solutions for food sometimes, even though I do love to cook. You're not always able to, so I think I need to watch what I'm eating and exercise a little bit more, which, again, Pokemon is good for the walking, but I'm going to start trying to do some body weight calisthenics, just good old push-ups, pull-ups, things that work your entire body. I think that combined with a healthy diet of eating habits that I can actually maintain going forward, I should start to see some really good results. So yeah, this is a golden opportunity and I'm going to grab it and I'm going to take it. So hopefully I'll have some cool updates for you guys how that is going. And I'm going to end it there. I'm sorry I just kept going on, but there's so much to say and there's just so much cool things going on in the world right now despite all the negative stuff as well. So hopefully you guys can find stuff that makes you feel good as well and you can focus on that. I think that'll help you out quite a bit. Anyways, thank you guys again for all your support this year. Looking forward to coming back and seeing you guys again soon. And until next time, happy hunting. I don't know what that is.